Bringing it out of the end zone was not a good one. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Looking for room. It's Owens. Breaks into the open. Got enough for the first. The 40. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. He's got 50 yards rushing for him now, and that is a way to make your presence felt in the early part of the season. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. They'll move the wide receiver. Reed. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Guys, let's take a second here and think about Texas A&M. Doesn't matter what time of season it is, a top 10 win is a top 10 win, and you know the underdogs would love to make a statement.
No doubt about it. We've got a very low number beside your name. You're going to get everybody's best shot, and that's what this team is expecting from their...
Here's a little room there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
3rd and short from the 22. Is the field goal unit getting ready, or is this already 4-down territory? They'll try to run for it. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for a loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game, plus territory. They'll go for it on 4th down. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, you're seeing analytics become a bigger part of college football each and every year, and there is a good example of it. Opening drive of the game, you're across the 50, 4th down, and it says run the ball and go for it. Even if you don't get it, your opponent's going to have to drive a ways. There's still a lot of football left to play. Hindsight's always 20/20, but that was an excellent decision by the head coach.
Makes the grab in their space. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Man, nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be, is just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big...
Touchdown, Texas A&M. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
Well, the gamble by the head coach early in the game really pays off. Remember, they went for it on 4th down to stay on the field. They wanted to be aggressive, and now they get to pay it off, scoring a touchdown. Really nice job. It's always a massive gamble as a head coach, taking those risks. But when you've got an offense like this, that really wasn't that tough of a decision.
And I think defensively, that kind of takes the wind out of your sails. Like, you get so excited. You force the 4th down, maybe a punt, maybe a field goal, whatever it is. I'm going to get off the field, and then they get it. And they finished with this drive together. You're right. Circle that 4th down. That was a big one.
He might want another play. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make 1st downs. 1st and 15 here. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Taking a shot on the first play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on 1st down.
And these balls thrown way down the field. This is a lot of times where you see those pass interference or receivers adjusting the ball and DBs not. This time you could tell the defender did a great job understanding where the ball was going, got his hand on it, made sure the receiver couldn't make the play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
Punt is on its way. Hauls it in, looking for space. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Aggies offense will have another go at it. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turns it on in midfield. He's running free down the middle. The 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they did tack on the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw. It's Mayala. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Pressure affects quarterbacks, and this guy's one of the best in the nation. I don't care how talented you are, but if you're being hit, you're not going to throw completions.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. And back to the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in. It's Bowman. First catch of the season and his career for this freshman tight end.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front 7, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
And the Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Fires to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with him. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Fighting off the defender. Past the 30. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes you got to do that. But, man, see the surroundings, right? Like, knowing guys are around you. He gets hit late at the end of that play, and he got decked. You do not want to take those shots throughout a game. They will add up, and sometimes it will affect your throwing. That's too big of a hit to be taken for this quarterback.
Well, I think for that play to work, you need to have some access and cushion and coverage. For the receiver to be able to do something with it after the catch. That time, the defender was just way too close, all over him. He tackles him for no gain.
Here's Reed to throw. Escapes the pressure going right. Trying to make magic with his feet. His defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain.
Nice job by the defense. You got to dial into your keys. You got to make sure you're reading those guys up front. They did a good job. They saw it. They pulled the trigger. They knew the quarterback had it. They weren't fooled. Strung it out.
Looking for the end zone. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started, in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
And it's right down the boulevard. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Caught by Williams on the right. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. The Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Back to pass. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Using his legs, it's Owens. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
What a great job by the defense, understanding where they're on the field. Listen, the wide side of the field this way, they're going to try to run that sweep, identifying it, flying like madmen to the football, just understanding speed and space. I got to be ready for that, and they were.
Unloads to the right. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Field goal is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
How nice is it as a head coach to have the kicker like this? It makes these decisions on 4th down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
And here he comes out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Making side adjustments here. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And they lost the ball out of bounds, and they'll lose a few yards as a result. And And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Wide receiver going in motion. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pulls it in. There he goes. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, USC.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
Yeah, and it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you've got to respect it. You've got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So first down here as they go back to work. Looking for a crease. It's Owens. Just gets it to the 20, a pickup of 1.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. Boy, could they use a conversion on 3rd and short from their own 24. The run inside. It's Edwards. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. He now has 72 yards on the ground, a very productive first half here in the season opener.
And these 3rd downs obviously are so crucial, and that's why you call them the money down. But just to get the drive started, man, you get the 3rd down, you get a little bit nervous. Nice job executing, running the football, moving the sticks, and now keeping this drive moving.
Escapes the pressure to his right, and it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on 2nd down. Handoff from the gun. Could be an alley. He's at the 30. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Aggie. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
That is another incredible run by this guy, David. We're only in the second quarter. That's already his 2nd rushing touchdown. If he stays in the game, he might run for 400 yards in this one.
He's going to put up whatever he wants. This is a dream scenario, man. If you get close to this in a game, you're happy about it. Give him the ball more often. This defense, they better find some answers, because right now it looks like a grown-up and children running after him trying to tackle him.
Right, here we go. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. It's caught downfield. Shakes a man, and he might take off. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. The Trojans getting it done through the air, picking up the 1st down.
And they always got one of these, a big arm sucker that can sling the ball down the field. You think about USC, that's what I always think about. Quarterbacks, playmakers, Hollywood, Heismans.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. That's caught, it's Anderson. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Running inside, it's Jordan. Finds a crease at the 20. Turning it on. Touchdown, Trojans! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
It's a nice decision by the quarterback there in the RPO. He's reading the keys on defense. They say hand the ball off. You want to do that. When you've got a guy this special in the backfield, David, get him as many touches as possible.
And a lot of times on those RPOs, the defense just has to hesitate for a second, and that little pause will open up those creases, and he takes full advantage of the defense just freezing for a second, makes the big, long touchdown run.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Here comes the Aggies offense out to start this drive. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Reed. He's going to let it go. He's got it way down the field. An explosive play takes them right outside the red zone, and they've got it 1st and 10. On the move, it's Edwards. There's some room. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Aggies!
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And he's not going to take the touchback. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. Sends it back in motion. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going. All right, guys, let's think big picture USC. You start the season top 25. Clearly, expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously, some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Thought he saw some daylight, but this defense closed quickly. Maybe picked up one on the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
And after giving up the long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready.
And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Pressure coming. Finds his man. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this first half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything right now to the defense.
On 1st and 10 from the 38. Play action with Reed. Makes the catch. It's Owens.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Aggies with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncovered.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Trojans use their first timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He'll need to unleash his thunderfoot on this 56-yard attempt from the right hash. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is extended a little further.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg. 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Mayava. Good timing on the quick out. That's his first catch of the season, and they believe he is a freshman who can contribute a lot early. The completion picked up 6 yards on 1st down, now 2nd and 4. Looking to fire. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense knew they had a tall task playing against this Heisman caliber quarterback, and the best way to affect him is with pressure. They were able to hit him on that play, and that forced the incompletion.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Going for the big play. He almost had another one. They've already picked off 3 and just a hair away from number 4 there. The Trojans will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. He's got great speed. They finally make the stop after a terrific return, but there is a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. So the offense keeps its drive alive thanks to the roughing the punter penalty. The run inside. It's Jordan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
To the air on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Jordan. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give him a 1st down. Wants to throw it again. Under fire. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. That one comes out hot down the right side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
And it's not a surprise who they're throwing the ball down the field to. I mean, he's already had a great day. They're going to feature him because he makes plays over and over again. And they're trying to take another shot to him down the field. If I'm the defense, man, I'm focusing on that guy. He's made too many big plays today.
Got his man on the right. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to throw on first down. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
QB's trying to throw a quick one down here in the end zone. You know you're going to be getting tight coverage. That's a better job defensively of swatting that thing away for the incompletion.
Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. We played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Thanks so much, fellas. Here inside our EA Sports Studios, welcome into the Week 0 College Football Update Show. We start with Arizona taking on the Northern Illinois Huskies. And it's the Wildcats looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Pulls and fires complete. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no first down.
Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Williams open on the right side. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. And the Trojans racing to the line in the hurry up. To the ground to try to pick up the first. How about that pursuit? They stop him right at the line of scrimmage, bringing up 4th down. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to keep the drive alive. There's a crease. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
4th and inches for me is a green light anywhere on the field. I'm going to run the football. I'm going to be physical. I'm going to go to my play. I know I can get it. I like the play call on 4th and inches to go for it.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. This time he wants to throw. Looking down the middle. Oh, look, Ma, one hand.
Really nice pass there. You know the expectations at USC every year are sky high. Not just to win the conference, but to be in the national championship discussion. But to do that, they need this guy right here to play at a high level week in and week out, because this guy has the skills and the tools to take them on.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Can't make the catch, and it'll be 3rd down. He had that thing and just lost his concentration.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
They've already converted once on 4th down on this drive. They are unafraid to make everywhere 4-down territory. Quarterback making adjustments. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Here comes the heat. And he's sacked. Great work there by this defense.
He had nowhere to go with the football. 4th down, you know he wants to make a play. I'd like for him to throw it up, to be honest. Try to give somebody an opportunity to make a play. Who cares if I throw a pick? It's 4th down anyways, but couldn't find anybody to get the ball off. Defense surrounds him, gets him to the ground with the sack.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
You know, defensively, you live by the blitz and you die by the blitz. That time, they dialed it up into the run play, and the linebacker able to make a nice tackle.
It'll be 3rd and long. Throwing Reed. Finds a tight end. He was able to pick up a few, but not quite enough for the first down. It'll be 4th down at the 41. Gets the back moving. Fourth down, Reed. He's got it, 1st down and more. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
How many times do you see receivers catch the ball and dance and you get so annoyed because you're like, dude, do you see the yellow line? Go and get it. Really nice job by the receiver with the 2nd effort, getting the extra yards and getting the 1st down.
From the red zone, looking for a man. The sweet feet buy a little time. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And they finally get to this guy, and he's electric. He's dynamic. He can make plays with his feet and scramble around, and I think they got used to it in the first half, and now, if they want to win this football game, they got to continue to catch that fast joker and get him on the ground.
And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28, and it's 3rd and long. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Running inside, it's Miller. On the move is the 30. Flying down the left side. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Saw a crease, nothing but green grass and opportunity, and he flashed through it for 6.
And when you can get 30-plus yards out of your running back and he can make big plays like this, man, it's hard to call a lot of passes. I'm just going to feed this guy the rock.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the 2-point try. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Texas A&M 40, USC 23.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on.
Maybe some room here. He rolls all the way up to the 40-yard line before going out of bounds in this running game, making an impact.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let the...
Snags it, and he's open. And how much running room have they been able to find just all day? They are piling up unbelievable rushing stats. And the Aggies will snap it on 1st and 10. Reed, under fire, and down he goes.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Here's a heat. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now 3rd down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Marcel Reed. He'll take a shot. Throw to the end zone, picked off. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Catch in the middle, it's Mosley. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come over, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
Oh, they're after him. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, it'll be hard to stop.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. Fires to the big fella. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. He's going for a big play downfield. And they needed a little more room to work with as that one sails out of bounds.
The defense is in great position right now because they've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They know the offense has to take shots to try to get themselves back in the game, so they're calling their coverages accordingly, and there was nowhere to go with that football. Really nice job by the defense.
Got it inside the 10. Touchdown, Trojans. Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
He'll bring it out. It's Bussey. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. So that last touchdown made it a two-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. He'll be stopped after picking up 5, and boy, did he lower those pads and keep those feet moving.
Yeah, nice run, and I think everybody knows. He's right there next to that 100-yard mark, 98 yards on the day, and that's a mark.
Maybe a crease. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. He now has 115 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. Gonna run it. It's Owens. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I...
There he goes! This Texas A&M offense is wasting no time. The lone back's got it. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And I think this will go a long way in determining the outcome of this football game. They're able to run the football with the lead late in this game. That's a good sign for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Here's Reed to throw. Firing to the right, complete. Got some room, headed to the goal line. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Quarterback running on the draw. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
Knocked down in the backfield, and, boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Bob.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
4th and goal from the 5, and the offense is staying out there. A gut, and he breaks the play. Touchdown, Aggies.
And this kind of performance has to give this team so much confidence. Week 1, you go on the road into a hostile environment, and you put the beat down like this. This coaching staff is going to be happy on the ride home.
And he tacks on the extra point. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Couldn't hang on to that one. This defense has already picked off 3 passes, almost had the 4th. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Blasted as he lets it go. Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
On third down, they're in the gun. It's Reed. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2. His quarterback has to do a better job taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
To the air on first down. Caught by Williams on the right. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. And the Trojans can really attack on this second and short. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might be changing the route. Looking downfield on first down. Caught by Williams on the left. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
And that's exactly what this defense needs to do. The clock is your friend. Try to keep them in bounds. No big plays, and let that clock just tick.
And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. They'll get this drive started from the 29. The give on the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. As we check in with Holly.
Guys, things are starting to get intense down here on the sideline. The turnovers have been the story of this game, and it all starts with this defense. After that last interception, they came to the sideline, and the guys keep saying, let's keep eating. This defense is fueling this team today and taking control of the game. Back to you.
Caught, and he's got room. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy.
And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Touchdown, USC! The defense gets it done with a huge interception return.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. And now when you have a solid lead like this, Jesse, you find out, can you deliver the knockout punch?
And we're expecting them to come out here and just run the football, bleed the clock, let the big uglies up front get some push and ball security, David. That's what we're aiming.
Yes, take care of the football. Don't make any dumb mistakes. Be physical. And listen, if they want to load the box, don't be afraid to take a shot.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run, but now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
In the gun, third down, Reed. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? Touchdown, Texas A&M. He got a step and just dusted the field. I'm sure they don't like the score, but they haven't done anything about it, so they're just going to have to eat it right now with the way they're getting smacked.
Just take it, right? I mean, you'd like to say, hey, take a knee, run the clock out. You don't have to run the score up, but I can do something about it, right? All my guys in there still have to fight until the final whistle.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
Really nice play call by the offense, too. Obviously, your quarterback's thrown picks on his last two drives, so you have to settle him down. And the best way to settle down a quarterback is to get the running game going. Put it on the big fellas up front. Put it on your backs. That's a really nice run, and that should help settle the QB down a bit.
Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Here's a throw downfield late. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. To throw, it's Mayava. He wants a big play here late. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level. And